I think we're recording. YTPC. Padre. Oop,
And Mark
why
VV,
is it
it's this way.
backwards?
It's this way.
Padre and Mark Vivi of
The Briar Bothy.
the Briar Bothy. Okay, so this is going to be should be a semi-quick video, shouldn't it? We're coming at folks today in the YTPC to talk about something we're going to be doing on Briar Report Television. Now, here's the deal. You and I just spent a good 25 minutes before hitting the record button discussing what we're supposed to discuss in this video. And one of the things, that's exactly right. One of the things I realize is we have no clue what we're doing. Which is, I believe you said that's our charm. I'm hoping people see it that way. But, all right, let's just get to it. We're going to be doing something on BRTV. We did a sampler series. It was called Smoking Through the Sampler. It was the Boswell English blends, which there were like 42 of them. How many were there?
Yes.
Were there only 6? Were there really only 6? How many were there?
6,
I don't
yeah.
remember. There were 6.
6.
Good Lord. And it took us a year and a half. I mean, I don't know how long it took us. It took us longer than we wanted to. So what we've done now, I think, is we've set ourselves up for success for our next video series on BRTV, right?
Yes.
You go ahead and talk about what we're going to be smoking through, because there's an addition to it this time. We're going to invite people to smoke through it with us, and they can get their own sampler right now.
They can
start getting
right
it
now.
Because
starting
mid-July we're going to start
yesterday.
the series. Go ahead. You tell us about it, Mark VV, because
So we're just going to call it
I have no idea what we're doing.
Smoking Through the Sampler, the Middle Earth series.
Middle
Country
Earth.
Squire.
Country Squire Middle Earth series. Now, Middle Earth is a reference for the people who don't know. Because I'll be honest with you, when I was in junior high, I read The Hobbit. You know why I read The Hobbit? All the cool kids were reading The Hobbit. I didn't really like it. I know. Don't write me, bad emails. So I'm not all that familiar with the terminology of Tolkien. I'm just putting it out there. But Country Squire, John David Coe, has a series called the Middle Earth series, right? Based on Tolkien.
Correct. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
And there are blends in that series.
Yes. So we got Rivendell, we got Bag End, Green Dragon, Second Breakfast, Old Toby, and there's a 6th one.
What's wrong? You
I
don't
don't
know
remember what it
the
is. No.
Tinfoil.
Kingsfoil. There we go.
Kingsfoil, not tinfoil, Kingsfoil. Is that the one you didn't say? All right.
Yes.
Now, so if I understand this correctly, we're going to smoke through that Middle Earth series. We're going to do so over on my channel on BRTV. We're going to do once a month a tasting. Do you have 2 mugs going on? What is going on?
I was hoping maybe you'd recognize there was 2 mugs.
You got 2 mugs. All right, so we're gonna do a video a month, but we're inviting people to do this along with us. How can they do this along with us?
Hold on. So you want like the website? You go to the website?
Are you chewing your coffee? What is? Well, we can put the we can put the link down in the cellar. But
right, John David has set up a link
yes.
for BRTV listeners to go purchase their own sampler of these 6 blends.
And they're going to get 1 ounce of each of the 6 blends.
1 ounce of each of the 6 blends for $29.99. You have to pay for shipping, but that's...
And then they can smoke along with us.
Right.
Okay, so beginning, I think what we decided, we're going to release our video on the 3rd Saturday of each month. So July, August, September, October, November, December, we said we may release it a little early just to get out of the Christmas rush.
Right.
And then, so we'll tell people, hey, the first thing we're smoking is, we probably ought to decide that now, shouldn't we? Or no?
We do Old Toby first.
We'll do Old Toby first. So they're going to get their sampler. We're going to smoke it. Now, I've had Old Toby. It's been a little while. And I think I still have a little in a jar somewhere. But we're going to have a fresh, so that you and I are both kind of on the same page. We're going to have a fresh batch of this. Because we're going to have a sampler. We're going to invite them to go get their sampler so that we can then smoke together. We'll release our video, and then we're going to invite people to do what? VRs and or comments on the videos. Am I understanding this correctly? You know, you and Phil have made this up and have not consulted me. So
I haven't spoken to Phil directly.
maybe it was Phil that made this up. No, honestly, I think this could be a lot of fun. This has the potential to be a very enjoyable kind of a samplers club, where unlike when we did it with Boswell's and you and I offered tasting notes, this is a chance for people to also purchase this sampler at a very reasonable price. You're getting 6 ounces of choice tobaccos, 6 different of them, 6 different 1 ounce samples for $30.
Right.
You know, and a couple of bucks to get it shipped to you.
I think there's Rivendell, Old Toby, Second Breakfast, or aromatics.
Green Dragons of Virginia.
Green Dragon
is that.
Virginia.
I love it.
There's one English in this, right?
Bag
End is a Scottish mixture.
Scottish, yes.
So it has a little Attica in it.
And I don't know anything about Kingsfoil. That's brand.
Kingsfoil, I believe, is another Virginia.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a variety of genres here. They all follow. And here's the deal, because I think you're more of a Tolkien guy. And so you may also have to educate us as we go along, like what the references to.
Yes, the names. Yes.
Because, I called it tinfoil. And obviously that means I don't know anything about why it's called Kingsfoil if I would call it tinfoil. Because I'm kind of special.
You know what the Lord of the Rings is?
I do know what the Lord of the Rings is. I'm very well aware of the trilogy. Like I said, I read The Hobbit. Maybe I need to go back, They medicated me after that. That's all I'm going to say. I had a little problem paying attention as a kid. And it was right around junior high that they finally caught on and said, this kid's got issues. He can't pay attention to save his life. And so maybe I could, read it now and enjoy it more. I don't know. But, I kind of do a lot of reading for a living. I don't know if you knew that about me. But, I have to read every day.
The book.
Multiple books from the book, and then talk about them, and teach and preach, and so I do a lot of reading, so I don't get the chance, unfortunately, to. And look, Tolkien's books are mucho thicky, so. All right, but the Middle Earth series, and so this ought to be a fun time. Brought to you by Briar Report Television. And of course, if you're not signed up to receive the BRTV guide, that's easy enough to do. You go on over to briarreport.org, which is the magazine side of the Briar Report website, because there's also a briarreport.com, which is like a news aggregate of all the top stuff happening in the world of pipes and even cigars and tobacco and such. You keep looking over your shoulder. You got a kiddo distracting you, don't you? Or did they finally fall asleep?
They fell asleep. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop.
What did you do to make them go to sleep? Did this involve any kind? I'm just kidding. We just don't need
sedative.
Yeah, right. We don't need child protection showing up at your house because I said something stupid in a video. Oh, back to the BRTV mug, are we?
I wanted to clarify. This is coffee.
Yeah.
This is scotch.
No wonder you're a little slow on the uptake today. My goodness. All right. Have we suitably explained what we're shooting to do with this series?
I believe so. And then just to clarify, this is the exact size that you're going to get.
That's a nice little bag of That's an ounce, huh? That's a nice little bag of baccy. And
Yep.
honestly, I've never been disappointed by a blend from the Country Squire Tobacconist. They do a fine job of what, doing what they do. So
Yes, they do. There's a few things that they make that I don't like, but that's everybody has their tastes. So
yeah. They've had a couple that came out rather recently. I say recently, the past 2 years, 3 years. White Rose, love it. Shepherd's Pie, love it. So even some of their newest stuff. Are both of those still available? I didn't know what happened with, F.
Yes.
Oh, good.
I believe so.
I may have to stock up on both of those just in case something weird happens. You know how to gut
There was there was a 7th blend in the Middle Earth series that I'm hoping they'll re-release at some point.
It was a one-time
remember
release.
what we called it? Yes.
I do not, but I knew it was a one-time release.
You made fun of it.
I did make fun. I make fun of lots of things. I make fun of my memory.
Yeah.
I have no memory of what it was. What was it?
Smeagol?
Did I smoke it? Smeagol.
No.
Yes, I think I did make fun of that. I used a bad word. Didn't
Do you know
I?
who Smeagol is?
I don't know what Smeagol is. Smeagol a what or a who?
It's a who.
It's a who?
He's like
You gotta,
one of the main characters of the Middle Earth series. Anyway,
I should know that, huh? Should I know that?
no.
All right. So, are you going to be snookered when we do the series? Because I can't tell if because you're babysitting, you're distracted, or you really do have scotch in the other coffee cup, which is
I
also
really do
a
have
problem
scotch
because
in
you're.
this mug.
Which is also a problem if you're babysitting. You're getting hammered. When's your wife due home?
Yeah, about 30 minutes. Plenty of time to sober up. No, I'm not even remotely drunk.
All right. Let me ask this. Have we perhaps almost satisfactorily described what we're trying to do? Because if so, then I want to change to one other topic before we sign off and share something with you and the viewers. Can I do that?
I believe so. And just to
You give
Give a
a
big
summary and I'm
thanks
going to
to
go
John
grab
David.
something. Go ahead. You summarize. I'm going to go grab
you do
something.
that.
Okay.
But seriously, no, we want to give a big thanks to John David, the Country Squire, because without him, this would not have happened. So we are extremely grateful that they are partnering with us to do this.
Very much so. John David's a great guy. Wonderful guy.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll leave the link down in the cellar, and you can go. You've got time. We're going to release our first video on the 3rd Saturday in July, so it gives you plenty of time to go on over there and get your sampler. The 3rd Saturday in July is going to be July the 18th. It'll be on BRTV. Plenty of time to get a hold of
plenty
this.
of time for us to do it.
Plenty of right. Now, I wanted to mason jars are kind of important to guys like us. So this is something that my music director shared with me. She brought it to church and she gave it to me. It's a mason jar. Okay. Now here's the deal. She has mason jars because she doesn't do canning, or maybe she does. I don't know. But her hubby is one of us. He's a pipe smoker, right? But she shared something with me. She shared something with me in this mason jar that is not tobacco related.
Urine? Okay.
It does look a little like urine. Do you know what's in here? I did not know this existed. This is a peanut butter flavored whiskey.
Oh,
Which
that's right. forgot what it was.
I like peanut butter. You know I like Reese's. It's like my favorite candy. The thought of a peanut butter flavored whiskey really kind of creeped me out. It's like, that's not going to work. However, and I've not had a big old swig of it, but when she brought it to me, I opened it and I smelled it, and I was just amazed how well peanut butter and whiskey smell together. And then I just wet my lips, literally. I haven't had a swig.
Chug, chug, chug.
And I'm also amazed at how well it plays, that these flavors of whiskey and peanut butter play well together. And there's a smoothness about this that's really weird. There's a textural component to this stuff, and I don't remember the brand. Is that your kid crying? Do we need to cut this video?
Yes.
We're gonna have to turn it off. All right, so more to come.
Soon.
More to come on the peanut butter whiskey. And I know you wanted to do some whiskey stuff on your channel, the Briar Bothy.
Yes.
So go on over there. We can put that down in the cellar too. And you know, maybe if people will subscribe, you'll actually make a video one day on your own.
It's possible.
It is possible. All things are possible. All right. Okay, so we're going to put down in the cellar the link to the Country Squire. You can go get your sampler for the Middle Earth series. You can smoke along with me and Mark VV as we smoke through the Middle Earth. There's something theological about that. Smoking through the Middle Earth sampler from the Country Squire, with our first video to come on the 3rd Saturday in July. That's July 18th over on BRTV. Exclusive content over there. And we invite you to then leave your thoughts, your tasting notes. We don't quite know how we're doing that yet. How we're going to invite. It could just be, you know, free for all. You leave your comments. But we were talking about maybe trying to ask people to follow a format and be somewhat objective. So we've still got to figure that out. If you have any ideas on how to do that, like my thought was, just go ahead and rip off the way it's done on tobaccoreviews.com, because everybody's kind of familiar with that. You know, you've got your 1 to 5 stars and on your taste, on your strength, on your room note, whatever. So I don't know. If you've got something, a better idea of how we can do that, go ahead and leave us a comment. Let us know. We're open. We don't know. We have no idea what we're doing yet.
So the little,
which is our charm, apparently.
The screen freeze of this video should be like a construction in progress.
Yes.
Sign.
That's a, you mean a thumb?
Mm-hmm.
The thumbnail? Yeah. That's not a bad idea. All right. Have we hit on everything we needed to hit on for this?
I believe so. Oh.
Have we wasted enough people's time? What's
perhaps.
that?
I was going to say you should top the. You should take a burley or something and top it with the peanut butter whiskey and see. It's a good experiment.
Right, a little nutty. You know, I have been enjoying the Cadre blends, which of course are burley based. I've really been on a look, because I thought we were going to have a smoke during this, and of course you're babysitting, so and you're inside, so we couldn't. But I had pulled out. This is a jar of Chatham Manor, which is, of course, you know, Carter Hall knockoff or tribute, however you want to put it, which is an old Cadre blend. It's got some burley in it, and I've just been loving it lately. Really have. So, you're right. A burley with the peanut butter whiskey. It's an odd shape. Do you have any jars that size or that shape?
No, not. I don't have any urine jars that are that size.
Urine. That's nice. That's really nice. As she pulls up his BRTV mug, and we're going to tell everybody what's in there. It's not scotch.
Scotch.
Okay.
Scotch.
Which would be a reference to Ron Burgundy. All right. I think we have reached our logical conclusion on this episode. Have we not?
These poor people. They have no idea what they're in for.
I'm going to sign off. Check the cellar. Go get the sample. We'll begin the series with Old Toby on July the 18th. Thank you to John David over at the Country Squire Tobacconist, and we're looking forward to smoking through the Middle Earth sampler on BRTV. So, for Mark VV, it's the peanut butter. For Mark VV of the Briar Bothy, that's that guy, I'm Padre. Wishing you and yours God's peace, grace, and blessings. Say bye-bye.
Bye.